Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Nugraheni Allatif. I'm from class 3 TBI A at IAIN Purwokerto. I will talk about how to get a better pronunciation. Sometimes do you hear this when you're speaking, even if your vocabulary? How many times do you hear this when you're speaking? Even if your vocabulary and English grammar are perfect, it can still be difficult for people to understand you because of your pronunciation. Learning to pronounce English words correctly can be one of the hardest parts of learning English. The English language has some sounds that your native language may not. So you will have to learn how to make completely new sounds. So that's why we have 14 tips for you to help you pronounce English words better. The first is learn to listen. Before you learn to speak, you will need to learn how to listen. Some sounds can be hard to tell apart when you're listening. Did the speaker sleep or sleep? Did he hurt his sin or sin? If you can hear the difference, it will be easier to speak the difference. There are many ways to get you started in learning to listen. We have some great articles here about learning to listen for movies, songs, music, and podcasts. You can also find listening exercise online, like the one from Chat. The second is notice how your mouth and lip move. When you speak, you move your mouth. How you move your mouth affects how you pronounce a word. The first step to correcting your mouth set is to notice it and pay attention. There are 4 ways you can check that your mouth and lip are making the correct shape. The first is use a mirror. This is by far the simplest way to tell what your mouth is doing while to talk. And then put a finger in front of your lips, like you are saying. As you speak, don't move your finger. You should feel your lip moving away from or pushing against your finger. The third is pay attention to your tongue. The main difference between rise and lies is in your tongue. When you speak, you move your tongue to make sounds. You probably didn't even notice that, since you do it without thinking. To improve your English pronunciation, it's a good idea to check what your tongue is doing. Some difficult sounds for non-native speaker to make are the letter L or R, and the sound pronouncing them correctly is all in the tongue. The fourth is break words down into sounds. Words are made up of syllables of the part. The word syllable, for example, has 3 syllables. Syllable. Turning words into parts can make them easier to pronounce. To check how many syllables a word has, place to your hand flat just under your chin. Say the word slowly. Each time your chin touches your hand, that's a syllable. The 5 is add stress to sound and word. English is a stress language. That means some words are more important than others. You can hear this when you say a word of flow. For example, the word introduce is pronounced with a stress at the end. It sounds like this, introduce. Sometimes, where you put stress in a word can change the word's meaning. Say this word out loud. Present. If you say present, you are talking about a noun that means either right this moment or achieve. If you say present, you are talking about a verb that means to give or show. The sixth is ask yourself which dialect of English you want to learn. When you speak English, Do you want to sound like you're from America or England, Australia or New Zealand, or maybe Canada or South Africa? Choosing your dialect of English is one of the first decisions to make on your English learning journey. First of all, it will determine much of the vocabulary you learn. For example, English speakers in Ireland use different terms for certain things than English speakers in the United States, especially when it comes to slang. 7. Exaggerate certain sounds. Anyone who has acted in the theater knows about exaggeration. Have you ever been on stage and made a facial expression on reacted to someone else's line, only for your director to yell, "Do it bigger" on the stage? You have to exaggerate to appear normal to the audience. The 8th is write out difficult words by their sound. Having trouble with certain words? Try reading them out. No, not just the word. Try writing it out phonetically by their sounds instead of their spelling. Let's say you are struggling with the word pizza. Write it out phonetically, pizza. When you look at the phoneme, you can see that the double Z is pronounced like a th. Try making flashcard. Write the word one side, then spell it phonetically on the other side. If it helps, you can highlight the letters on each side that you're testing yourself on. The 9th is write down what you hear. Want to master English pronunciation? Sit down and listen. Listen to someone speak and write down what they are saying. You may be thinking, "Hey, I'm here to practice English speaking, not listening." However, listening is an excellent way to improve your English pronunciation. 10. Practice with tongue twister. When speaking English, do you struggle with sounds that are similar, like s and ts, t and t, or the short and long e sounds? Don't worry, you are not the only one, not by a long shot. Wondering how to improve your English accent in a way that's a bit more entertaining? Tongue twister can be a fun but tricky way to practice differentiating between two sounds. 11. Use pronunciation podcasts and video. There are some excellent video and audio guides on English pronunciation that you can use to improve. The English Language Club has videos that show how to make different sounds in English. Rachel English has friendly videos on how to speak and pronounce American English in everyday conversation. If you like podcasts better, Pronunciation has over 2,000 audio files that help with everything from pronunciation to stress and pitch, how you raise and lower your voice while you speak. If none of these are what are you looking for, there are many more to choose from. Find the one that's right for you. 12 is record yourself. One way to tell if all you practice is working is to record yourself with a camera. Use a camera and don't just a sound recorder because it's important to see how you speak, not only hear it. You don't need to download any special software to record yourself. Most computers and mobile devices have built-in video recorders. You can use photo booth on a Mac or Movie Moment on a Windows computer. The specific program change what time the Movie Moment program, for instance, might not be available anymore by the time you write this. But as long as a computer has a camera, you should be able to record video with it. Your phone or mobile device also has a video capturing app, usually as part of the camera apps. 13 is practice with a buddy. As always, practice makes perfect, and it's easier to practice with a friend. Find someone to practice pronunciation with either in person or through online communities like language exchange, or Interpol. And the last is speak as much as you can. If you don't speak often, you can become nervous when it's finally time to open your mouth and say something in English. It's like playing basketball. You might be good at running, dribbling, and passing, but you never shot the ball. You know how to shoot the ball? You watch other people do it all the time, but you've never done it. When it's time to play and you get a chance to shoot, it can be hard. Plus, you become so nervous by doing something new in front of other people that you nervous call paralyze you. It's the same with speaking English. Not only do you need English pronunciation practice, but you need to get over your nervous so that you feel comfortable speaking in front of others. Nervous can lead a lot of mistakes, especially regarding pronunciation. So, how to get better pronunciation, which I explained there are 14 include: learn to listen, notice how you mouth and lip move, pay attention to your tongue, break words down into sounds, add stress to sound and words, ask yourself with dialect of your English you want to learn, exaggerate certain sounds, write out difficult words by their sound, write down what you heard, practice with tongue twister, use pronunciation, podcast and video, record yourself, practice with a buddy, and the last, speak as much as you can. Maybe that's all I can say, more or less. I apologize. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.